Hello, off the record, and welcome to Comic Stacked. We've been a minute since we've done this.
Yes, it
We took
has.
off last week because I was sick.
Sorry about that.
We read those comics though; they're pretty
They
good.
were good.
I think
Enjoyed them.
majority of that week was pretty great.
Yeah, it was a good week.
But we have a nice little short week for you today. We have 4 books that we pulled. We still have not gotten to Skinbreaker. We might at the beginning of next month.
Yes, that's the hope.
That's the hope. We have a lot of books next week, so that's why we're not trying to pile on too much.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's up to. I don't think we have any more crazy updates.
No.
So with that being said, we can go ahead and dive into our first issue. So
Yes.
Gabe, you have our first issue of the week.
I do. It's Ultimate Spider-Man number 24, the last in this series. It's been a great series so far. If you haven't read the other 23 issues, I recommend you do.
Highly.
They are
great.
like, I know we dog on Marvel constantly and we say how terrible it is. This series gives a lot, if not all, of the DC series a run for their money.
Oh yes.
It's solid. Amazing story. It's a great book. I pulled a variant cover, the Elizabeth Torque variant.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really sweet art. It's cute with the whole Spider-Man family, and it's a really good cover, I feel like, for the concluding book.
And this is from Marvel Comics.
Yes, Marvel Comics.
We got
with writer Jonathan Hickman and artist David Messina and Marco Checchetto.
Yeah, who both give great art in this.
Yes.
And Hickman's writing is excellent. This is just a top tier all around issue. I think I recently caught up because I was like, I didn't read 22 and 23, and I think I read them like a week ago.
Right.
So, having recently caught up, I was anticipating this either to be excellent or terrible based off of the buildup. And I am happily surprised that this was excellent. Like, this is a great conclusion to this Ultimate series. And I'm really, it makes me really sad and mad that they're ending it because I feel like there's so much more that can be told from this continuity of characters and this. I want to see what happens next. As spoilers, we see, Mysterio is taking over New York City.
Yeah.
And we have, the dynamic between Richard and Peter, where Richard is, young kid crime fighting with Black Cat, and, Peter's trying to still do his same Spider-Man thing. I want to see more of this.
But within the realms of Spider-Man, not Endgame. That's...
Because, I mean, having read the first issue of Ultimate Endgame, it's terrible. And already in the first issue, what they do with the Spider family is not great. So, it's just sad. But this issue is really great. Again, we have a great variant cover that Gabe pulled. Gabe, what do you think about this issue?
This was probably my favorite issue we had this week, and definitely among the top 5 that I've pulled in a long time.
Yes.
It was, like Judah said, I was really worried about how they were going to end it, because it felt like they had a lot of things that needed to be tied up, and not a lot of time to do it. But, Hickman, he did it. I was surprised.
He did.
He tied it up, and he tied most of it up with enough time to still write a really, really sweet end between, for the reader to read, between Peter and Mary Jane.
Yeah.
As you get to, have a flashback to when they were first, together early in dating, and planning their marriage, actually. Kind of a elope type deal. And it was just super sweet and super romantic and a wholesome, solid end to a solid series.
Yes.
Definitely 5 out of 5 stars for me.
Yeah, this is 4.5 stars for me. This is really great. This is, I think, objectively the best thing Marvel has put out, this entire series, not just this issue. This might be the best thing Marvel puts out this entire year.
Probably past few years.
Since 2024 when it started. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm sad to see it go because I like Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Like the little kid inside me that's like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, you know?
Yeah.
I want to be reading Spider-Man. And we're going to get that theory tested next week when we dig into Death Spiral. But, like, this is actually, like, rewarding to read.
Yeah.
You know? And
it's sad because this is actually the last of our Spider-Man series that we've been reading to end.
Yeah.
We had last week while we weren't here, Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Man Torn both ended with, you know, decent conclusions.
Yeah, so they were solid. Like, they were good. Like, I would read this in an afternoon and enjoy it.
They felt like actual Spider-Man comics.
Yeah.
This felt like an amazing Spider-Man comic.
Yeah.
Like, actually
Literally,
amazing.
it's amazing.
Not the current title, Amazing Spider-Man, which is, like, in the astonishingly bad Spider-Man.
That's what they should call it. Yes. But with that being said,
we've got our next issue with Judah's covering that one.
Yeah, we got Titans number 32 from DC Comics, from writer John Layman and artist Pete Woods. I will shout out the cover.
Beautiful.
By Pete Woods. It has a fantastic cover, and that's definitely the best thing about this issue. Spoilers again. I don't know what has happened. Like, this entire John Layman Titans run has been mid, and everyone kind of knows it. But this is just kind of, like, garbage.
Yeah.
Like, this is not... We have the only good parts of it that brought it up from a 1-star to probably a 2-star for me is when the kids from the All Fight special show up, and they are the MacGuffin that saves the day. That was fun. But everything else... is just like I don't know what's going on with Tara. I don't know why our core team of Titans minus Cyborg got trapped in a pocket dimension at the end. Like, I am utterly confused and disappointed, and like, this is just kind of bad, objectively. It doesn't feel like there's really any soul in this. It feels like someone got paid to write this, and it kind of like sticks out. But the art is fantastic. Shout out Pete Woods. His cover is great. He does wonders with a script that was probably terrible. So, yeah, no, this is just kind of bad.
Yeah.
This is like 2 stars.
2 stars.
Yeah. Gabe, I don't know if you have any expounding thoughts.
No, you pretty much covered it. I literally have not been more bored reading a comic. I was reading it and wanted to be done reading it.
Yeah, it was...
From, like, the second page.
Yeah, it was really bad.
And normally it takes me at least half a comic to be like, I wish this was over.
But again, props where props are due.
Yes.
Excellent cover.
Excellent cover, excellent art throughout.
Yeah. Pete Woods is given the shaft here because John Layman's writing is terrible. Pete Woods is a great artist. Would love to see him work on something else.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
And... our next comic for the week.
All right, we've got Absolute Batman number 17. We've actually got a new artist for this run.
Yeah, we do. So it's from DC Comics.
Yes, DC Comics with the new cover art. Well, cover artist was still Nick Dragotta, but the artist for this story called The Seventh Kingdom is Eric Canete, I believe is how you say it.
Canete, yeah.
Canete, yeah. And then obviously our writer, Scott Snyder, my boy.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
The GOAT, that's why he's the GOAT.
He is. Really, like, this comic, I was a little worried at first just by looking at the cover of it, and...
Poison Ivy showing up.
Poison Ivy, and we're like, okay.
Poison Ivy fan.
Not a huge Poison Ivy fan, and it's not the Poison Ivy where you were given an absolute 9, I think, where she was literally just Ivy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, literal, like plants. It was just all plants. Yeah. And this one looks like a human. And I was like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
So, we dove into it. And it was engaging. It was interesting. I liked that we got Ivy's perspective for it. Like, you don't normally get that in a Batman comic where the villain gets their own perspective. You get maybe... hinted at their side of things through Batman's interactions if it's a more compassionate Batman.
I mean, we got that in the Arkham special. Again, that's a special issue.
That's a special. But that was really cool. And then we get to him actually dealing with Ivy.
It's pretty good.
And Whoa. The amount of crazy stuff that happened
was
was
a lot.
A lot. It was really weird.
Shout out for the art because it was great.
Yes.
Yeah, Eric Canete, I think. Yeah, Eric Canete, great.
Dude.
I think the concept that we have with Ivy, I am surprisingly liking because I was very much
different.
Worried about it. But yeah, no, I think this is surprisingly good, which is kind of stupid to say, seeing as Scott Snyder wrote it. So it's like anything he writes is at least 4 stars. So this is good. The reveal at the end, I'm interested. Spoilers. His mom, Bruce's mom, Martha, is connected to the Court of Owls. They also play into Ivy somehow. I'm very interested to see what the Absolute Universe's version of the Court looks like and how they play into the story that we're getting. Because I know that Ivy probably is only going to be the main feature villain for the next issue as well.
Yeah.
Because we know we have...
Because in 19 it's looking like Scarecrow.
And 20 is looking like Robin, which I don't even know what to do with that information.
Makes me excited.
Yeah, it does make me excited. We are very excited. This is great. I guess there's not a whole lot more to say. This is great.
It's
read
great.
This. If you're going to pick up anything this week, read Absolute Batman 17 and Ultimate Spider-Man 24.
Mm-hmm.
They're fantastic.
What would you rate Batman if you had to give it a number rating?
4.25 stars.
Yeah.
It's just under 4.5.
Yeah.
Because I gave Ultimate Spider-Man 4.5. And
that's fair.
I'm letting that one sit there because that's the best issue of the week. So
that's fair.
It's pretty good. What about you?
I would probably give it around 4.25, 4.5, just because it was solid. A little things were confusing or weird, but just how different of an approach to Ivy that Scott Snyder took made it so good. He's continuing with the Absolute Universe isn't the same thing.
Yes.
It's new. It's exciting. We're dealing with familiar characters, but in a completely new way. And he's still, even in this issue, is building the idea of Bruce's friends, which we hadn't seen for a while. So I like that they're really bringing that back in.
Yes. And I enjoy that too.
So yeah, I would say 4.25 to 4.5.
That's pretty. It's really good.
It's a really good issue.
Pick up Ultimate Spider-Man 24. Pick up Absolute Batman 17, and now
I believe you have a legacy issue.
Yeah, classic issue. Classic. So we got classic issue. We have Detective Comics 575. It's the first part of Batman Year 2, and funnily enough, while I was reading it, I turned to Gabe and was like, "I'm pretty sure this is Todd McFarlane art." Because the credited artist is Alan Davis. Fantastic artist. He drew the classic The Nail, right? But I could tell that and I looked it up. Layouts are done by Todd McFarlane. The finished art is done by Alan Davis. They don't give layout credit back in the day. So, yes, this is partially Todd McFarlane's art, which I recognized right off the bat. Alan Davis does a great job finishing it, and we have a story from Mike Barr. And this is just a classic issue. I really enjoy this story of the Reaper, and I enjoy our first introduction to Batman in this. I think that's iconic, where he just kind of pops out, and they're like, "Oh crap, Batman is here." That's great. The Reaper's great. I haven't read the story, I don't think. So it's a classic that I'm getting to read for the first time, and it's really enjoyable. And I was telling Gabe as well, there are ads in here for a Dr. Fate miniseries and Outsiders miniseries, and it's the ads are so well done that I'm like, I actually want to go back and check those out probably on the DC app or something. It's that kind of quality, and the art here is great, the writing is great. This is overall a really solid. I think this might be one of the best I feel like every week we're like, this is really great, This old comic issue is really good. To be fair, we have a selection of what they reprint, and they're not going to reprint garbage.
Yeah,
that we're aware of. And this is great. So I enjoyed this. I think I rated this 4 stars. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was really solid. I don't know, Gabe, what your thoughts were.
I gave it, for star rating, I think I gave it 3.5. Solid. It was a solid comic. I enjoyed it. You know, I'm excited to see what the rest of the story is. Like any part one of an issue, it's kind of hard to judge it accurately, the first issue.
That's accurate.
So, you know, but obviously art was great. Story was engaging. A lot more words than modern comics, but that's just how it works.
Yeah.
People used to read.
Yeah, they did.
Apparently we don't anymore.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I do like I want to specifically shout out, there's a couple pages where there aren't any, there's like a 2-page, not spread.
Oh, yeah.
It's just following the Reaper as he like basically suits up, and it doesn't have any words, and that's great.
Yeah. They knew when to put words and when not to.
Yes.
And, you know, maybe modern comics need to examine that.
Yeah. With that being said, we're going to move on to our final segment. We're about 3/4 of the way through this video.
Yeah.
So hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Hit the like button. Leave a comment down below with your poll lists and any reading recommendations. We're going to check out and try to catch up on the latest Captain America run from Chip Zdarsky. We're going to look at Skinbreaker.
Yes.
That probably will happen at the first week of March, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I can't promise next week because next week we have a lot. And yeah, just leave any comments you have, any reviews, any thoughts. Dislike it if you so desire. That being said, I think that's all the bases covered.
Yeah.
And we can jump into our poll list for next week. So,
all right.
Gabe, I'll let you start us off.
Yes, I know we just said we have a ton. I don't. My stack is tiny. I have Absolute Wonder Woman number 17. I'm getting the variant cover by Riley Rossmo. And then the DC Connect, which doesn't really count.
Okay.
So really light on my end. I think Judah's got the majority of our stack for next week.
Yeah, I do. Okay, things we're going to talk about. Absolute Wonder Woman 17. I have the base cover for that. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what Absolute Wonder Woman versus the Absolute Suicide Squad looks like. Should be a fun time. We have Amazing Spider-Man / Venom Death Spiral number 1 from Marvel Comics.
Giving it a try.
We're giving it a try. If we
hopeful,
half like the first issue, we will pick up the entire rest of this event. If we dislike this so terribly, we will not.
We will save money.
Yeah, we will save all of everyone's money.
Mm-hmm. And your time.
DC Connect number 70. We have a classic issue, which I won't reveal ahead of time. We have Hulk Smashes Everything number 3.
I'm excited for that.
We have the Infernal Hulk number 4, which I'm also excited for. Inglorious X-Force number 2.
Hopeful for.
If this is good, then we'll stick with the series. If this is terrible, we will throw it in the garbage. Iron Man number 2, same thing. If it's good, we're going to stick with it. Mm-hmm. I'm a little excited for it. A little worried about it.
Yeah.
But, it could be excellent, could not be. The New History of the DC Universe, the Dakota Incident number 1.
That's exciting.
The Dan Jurgens variant with Icon and Superman on it. It looks really dope.
And this is an extension of the New History of the DC Universe that came out
last year. Yeah, that whole miniseries. So, it's bringing in all of the characters from the Milestone universe for the third time, but actually incorporating them into DC history.
Right.
So we'll see how that works and plays out.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah. And then good old classic Superman number 35, which will be the end of the Superman tie-in, and I am very excited for that issue. And I think that's everything.
That's a pretty big stack, though. So tune in next week for sure.
Yeah, we have a lot to.
We'll have plenty to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, good morning, good evening, and good night. Hope this finds you well. If you're drinking coffee, a special shout out to you. Yeah. With that being said, God bless.
God bless.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.